cut copper, baby. Oh yeah. Holy cow. Another awesome, fully intact chrotal bell. Look at that. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, it's not a coin. And so this is going to be the obverse, and it's another Drake bust. It's an 1865. The date's clearly readable right there above my phone. Look at that. Great seal button. And it's deep, so maybe it's not crushed. It's not crushed. Holy crap. Right, here I am, my first find of the day, folks. I'm just going to be bouncing around to a number of sites. Hopefully I can find enough stuff to interest you here. Here's my first site at this home site in the field. The farmer cut the hay about a week ago, so it's still low enough I can get back in here after the first cut. But right here's my first high target, and you know what that is? It's a part of a threading mechanism for an old lantern. Very common finds from the 1800s. Old handheld lantern you needed to see at night, and they'd burn kerosene and light their way around. So good start to the day. We'll see if we can find a few more things. On to the next. Right, folks, here we are again about 10 minutes later. It's pretty slow at this site. I don't know if it's been hit before. There is an old cellar hole back by the road there. I'm just doing rows down through the hay here, back and forth, back and forth. I really haven't gotten much other than that lantern part and a few little metal scraps and a hinge, but I did get a pretty decent tone. It was a little bit scratchy, but it was repeatable, about an 80 both ways. And I've got some kind of green copper disc down in the hole here. Look at that. It looks pretty corroded, and it's really thin, so I'm thinking it's probably going to be a button, but the only thing is I don't see a shank on it. So it could be something, you know, it could be some sort of older coin, and I actually think I see some detail on there. Let me wipe this off on my jeans really quick. Maybe I can get something. The soil isn't too bad here. It's kind of a clay loam, so it's not particularly mucky unless you get down in that swampland right down in there where those marshes are, and then it gets really mucky, so you got to stay out of there. Let me see. You know, when you dig these old things that could be buttons or coppers, you never know what you're going to get. Oh, it's a copper. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be one of those Wellington tokens. Can you see the General Wellington from the British 1812 there? And it says Wellington up top. Wellington halfpenny token. And then if you put it on the back, some of these have dates, some of them don't. This one does, baby. I think this is 1814. Try to get that out of the... See if I can zoom in there for you. You see that? With Britannia on the back? Sweet! Finally got a coin. It's been a little slow. I've been poking around. This is the second site I've been to, and this has been out about 2 hours. And I don't have much, but another copper, baby. Keep the streak alive. See if we can find a few more things. On to the next. Okay, folks, it's been kind of slow at this site after that copper and that little lantern piece. I did dig this here just about a second ago, and I wanted to show you this. I've dug a number of these through the years. It's a scratchy, about 50 tone. Old sites, you got to dig those medium tones. It's an old boot tap or a heel plate from an old working boot. It could be early 20th century, but generally 1800s from what I've dug the square nails out of this site and that token. So not a bad find. Put that to the collection. I'll show the homeowner if he wants to keep it. It's all his. He's actually got a really cool property. I wanted to check this place out first just because it was a late 1800s site. I found that Wellington token. Clearly it's older, but there's not a lot of stuff here. Maybe it's been detected before, but there's at least 2 other home sites on his property. And he told me he'll show them to me once I come back and show him this stuff. He's seen pottery and stuff out in one of the other fields, so I'm looking forward to that at least at some point. But we'll poke around here about another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to move on down to another site that's got a number of old places that I haven't even hit yet, and we'll check it out. On to the next. Okay, here I am at my next find on the edge of the woods here. Medium scratchy tone. Wasn't sure if I was going to dig it or not, but I thought I'd go ahead and do it, and then when I opened the hole up, it became a little more clear. It's nothing particularly special, but I always like finding these. Old harmonica reed. And this one's a little bit broken there. likely made out of brass or something like that. You would have had several of these in parallel with their within the harmonica there, so I'll take that. Definitely, that's a nice old relic from the 1800s. Love finding those at old home site areas. All right, I may poke back out into the field in a little bit, or maybe stay here in the cooler woods, because I am suffering from the heat today. It is a hot day out today, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to last. All right, nice find. On to the next. Okay, I'm about 5 minutes later after the harmonica read. Look at this right here. This one's an interesting one, guys. I don't know what to make of it. It rings up as a mid-tone, and when I pulled it out of the ground, I mean, there's a lot of iron around here. I thought it was junk, because I looked at this smashed thing, and I said, well, look, it's got some sort of weird black plastic nubbin on the top of it. And that's like, okay, just a piece of junk, maybe modern junk in here, but look. When I rubbed it off, it's got a design on it. Is that some kind of... I mean, it's the shape of a thimble, but look at that weird thing on the top there. I have no clue what that could be. Is that some sort of a decorative cap into something completely different, or is that some kind of weird, funky thimble that I've never found before in my life? Because that almost looks like Bakelite plastic or something on the end of that. That's really weird. But it's certainly something more than just utilitarian, because look, it's got a decorative floral design on it. So if you guys got any ideas, give me a holler out there. I mean, could it be a thimble? I guess, but I've never seen a thimble with a nubbin on the top of it like that. Certainly shaped like one, though. It's not silver. It's made out of brass or something like that. Rings up like a 60. Very strange. May throw that one online and see if I can get some experts out there to chime in. Been digging for a number of years, never seen anything like that, but that's the fun part of this hobby. You never know what you're going to find out there. All right, on to the next. Decent find. Well, here we are at the end of the day, folks. I'm looking kind of haggardly. It's 90 degrees out here. I've been out here for about 7 hours and had to take numerous breaks. I've drunk a gallon of water. Honestly, I'm not feeling that well right now. I'm ready to go home, but heading back toward the car, and I got back to the old driveway. This is a place I hit. You may see in one of the future videos, I found some tomback buttons and things like that. I did find one more button and a crushed thimble, but I didn't get that on tape. I got an unmistakable like 82 signal right, let me show you this, right in front of my car. Right there, here's the old driveway, and I think I got a coin. I'm not going to call it if it's a copper yet, but it's a green rim, and it's very shallow because it's been in this rocky place. Oops, turn it back around here. Let me show you right there. See that rim right there? I have no clue. It could be a dud, it could be a modern quarter. Let's see if we can pick it out together. I think it's going to be a largie. I just don't want to dig it. I just don't want to. Yeah, it's a large cent. Yeah, 2 largies for the day. I'm probably sorry for the shaky video. Let's see what I've got. Oh, I've got a beautiful drape bust. Another one. I am on a roll and I can see a date, baby. Let me rub it on my jeans. That's it for the day. You know, that's like the one last cast to get the one last fish of the day. Oh, she's a beauty. Can't tell, 1800 something. You guys make that out? It's low light and my hand is shaking because I'm so damn tired. Let me zoom in here. Is that an 1807? Maybe an 1802. 1802, I think. Sick! I'll take it. It's been a slow day, but I got a drape bust and a Wellington token, and I'll take it. A 2 copper day is a good day. All right, let's wrap it up here. I got to get some water and get in the car and rest. I'm dying. All right. All right, folks, out to the next find here. We've been bopping around fields today. Been slow so far, but got high hopes for a few other sites here as we get into the afternoon. I've got a killer signal right down here. It's an 84 signal. Hopefully I don't jinx myself and it's not a bottle cap, but it sounds just like a large scent. So let's take a look. And I have to really get in here deep because as the summer wears on, as a lot of you folks know, this clay type soil, it dries out and it turns from a soft clay to just harder than heck. So let's see if I got anything down in here.
Paulson?
Yep. Maybe it's deeper. Well, see, I'm going to jinx it by doing a live dig. All right, cut away, Max, and we'll come back when I get a signal. All right, we're back. Sorry for the delay. Sometimes you get into a live dig and it's tough, but it is a copper. And I'm going to call it drape bust, but I'll probably be wrong. I called 8384 on the signal. See that right there? That's the first good target for either of us of the day. Max did dig a button earlier, but it's been quiet. Let's see what we got. Am I correct or am I wrong? It looks like the size of a drape bust. It's going to have some detail on it too, but I don't know if it's going to be perfect. 1 cent, I think it's going to be a drape bust. 89, 90s, those are like braided hairs. 83, 84, sometimes can be a matron, but a lot of times it's a drape bust. And it's a drape bust, baby. I called it. Can you see there? She's pretty worn.
See the back on
And
it.
I see 1802. It's my second 1802 in 2 weeks.
Good deal.
And here's the back. Let me just show you that. There you go. Finally. We're going to stick around here. We've only been on the field 3 minutes and I pulled that. So this will be a place we'll stay around for a while. All right, awesome. All right, folks, we're back. I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 minutes later, something like that, 10 minutes later. We did find the original home site. That drape bust I found was actually down in a swale in the bottom of the field down there, kind of by itself. So we may want to check back down there before we leave, back down by the truck. But we came up to the site here. Max has dug at least a wheat. I haven't found a button yet, crazily, but got another scratchy high tone here in amidst the trash. And you know, I'm digging stuff like this too, so you got to kind of get through that to get to the goodies. But I just popped out that right there. It was a 90 signal, and I just got a quick glimpse at the reverse. And 90s, as I said earlier, probably going to be braided hairs. But you know, you never know. So let me rub it off on my jean. You can see right off the bat there the 1 cent. There you go. Let me rub it off. Let's see if we have a matron or a braided hair. I think probably braided hair, but that's the great thing about coppers, right, Max?
It's awesome.
You never know what you're going to get. Oh, is she a beauty? Braided hair, 1853. Look at that.
Oh my God.
This, and I've had experience with this too. This kind of hard-packed clay stuff, it dries out and it's really hard in the summertime, but it preserves the coins.
Yeah,
they don't sit in the muck. They end up drying out, so that's the evidence that this coin has really not been wet. It got some patina on it, and now it's just been sitting here, and we're on the top of a hill. Awesome, man. 2 coppers. Let's keep moving, Max. I know there's one with your name on it here.
Yeah, I gotta go find one.
Go find one, man. All right, on to the next. Tex, you finally got one. I was
It's been a
hoping
long
for it.
day.
It's been a long day, just a few buttons, but he called me right over. He said it was unmistakable, and you got a copper in the hole, right?
Here we go.
That
It was
one-
ringing up in 87, 88. So we're guessing matron,
right
something
down
like
in
that.
there.
Yeah, I see 1 cent.
Yep, that's going to be probably a matron. It doesn't look like.
There we go, 1 cent.
Yeah, those 88s. The higher you get in the 80s with the AT Max and Pro, they're going to be. They're not going to be the Drake bus. Oh, it's a matron.
Oh
She's
my God. It's
she's-
in beautiful shape.
Beautiful shape. Whatever the soil is here, it is letting the coins come out great. What's the date on it?
It's either 28 or 29.
1829. Look at that.
You can see it good?
Yeah, it's got a little schmooze right above Liberty, but you'll be able to get that off with a toothpick.
That is a
That
beaut.
is killer. Awesome, man.
Finally.
Finally, after 4 or 5 hours, you got yourself a largie. I'm sure there's a few more here. That's 3 from this field. So we're about ready to get out of here. We're going to poke around here about another 20 minutes and head on home. But definitely a place we can come to again. On to the next.
On to the next. Got another large set right here.
Oh, baby, that's a copper all day long.
85 to 88.
That's going to be another matron.
I hope we're not jinxing it live digging it, but
And the one thing we got to be patient with here is the soil. You know, it's a catch-22 that preserves these coins so dang well, but it is hard pan clay.
luckily on this bank it's a little soft.
Salad. Right, oh boy, it's only 3 inches deep, dude.
All right, let me this. Let me. Yeah, please.
Use a little spade to get a little bit better. It's got to be a copper. There's no way.
Yep.
There it is. Look at that, baby. Called it. That's got to be another matron. There's no way. Oh, it's thinner though.
It is thinner.
Maybe it's a worn matron, or is it a Drake
Oh
bus?
no.
Is it a state?
State.
Is it Vermont?
I don't know.
State copper, baby. 88. That's high for a state copper. Is it Connecticut?
It's 100% state copper.
That dates this side a lot older. Octory, I see it. Connecticut.
Connecticut copper.
And it's beautiful, dude. Unbelievable. A Drake bus, a matron, a braided hair, and a Connecticut, all out of this
I
little
don't know
field.
if you could see that.
Oh
date on
my
it.
God, dude. Look at that. That live. Yeah, let me get the Liberty. It's hard to see. Let me get the front on it here. You can see it better. Look at that. Octory, Connecticut.
That might be my best Connecticut ever.
Oh my God. I've got 3 or 4 Connecticut's with none of them are in this good of a shape. And then you flip it over and then there's, now you can see it. I was kind of confused. See Liberty on the back? And you're going to get a date on it. It's 1782, baby. Oh, well, they weren't made in 82, were they?
No, it might be 85.
Maybe 85. I see 1780 something.
Good
Sick!
deal. I got a date.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a good one.
I said 20 more minutes. I'm gonna dig this good signal over here. We're gonna poke around just a little bit here. Oh my goodness. Killer! On to the
I'm
next.
happy.
Well, Max was getting a little frustrated as I was up 2-0 on some nice coppers, and now he stormed past me in the 4th quarter. He just said he's got old silver. We don't even know what it is. Once again, house sites up there. 4 coppers out of there today. 3 or 4 buttons, which is weird. Some buckles. I didn't get them on film. And he comes down here and he mentions me over and he says, I think I've got a bucket lister. And
I haven't seen what it is yet, but we're gonna see
my
together.
food was way back in my truck, so I don't have any water.
It's small.
It's small. Is it a trime? Could be a trime. No.
I'm not gonna rub it.
No, I can't even tell what that is. Is that an eagle?
That's an eagle.
Flip it over.
I'm not gonna rub this.
No, don't even rub it. I just want to look at it. It's a cap bust.
Oh my God.
It's a cap bust half dime, dude. 1830 something, I think. Oh my goodness.
Thank you,
Oh
Lord.
my goodness.
That is a first for me.
A cap bust half dime.
Oh my God. And it looks good too.
Holy crap. We're going to give you a wrap-up shot here in a little bit of everything we found at this field. And we'll
And I'm
keep
not
this
gonna
up.
rub this or anything right now.
No, we'll get some water on it and we'll give a better shot. But that's incredible, dude. Incredible. All right, I'm back again, folks. We're still settling down after that cap bust half dime. I'm going to show you a cleaned up shot in a minute. That was an incredible 1-2-3 Matron Connecticut half dime. I think I've got my third copper for the day. Garbly tone, about a 70 to 80. Dug some weird stuff related to this power line. Some like little clippings off of like a power pole. Little small bits that ring up like an 80. Totally frustrating. So I moved away from that. Looky. Could be a button. I think it's a copper. Oh yeah, baby. 6 coin day for us. That is incredible. What do we have? It's going to have some detail on it. I can't imagine this is going to be US because look how thin it is. Let me rub it on my jeans. You know, I can't ask for anything better than Max can't ask anything better than that Connecticut the way it came out, so I'm not going to get my hopes up too high, but this has got to be something decent. It's old. I think I got another Connecticut, folks. Or maybe a KG2. See his bust right there? And Lady Britannia. This is, ow, fly bit me. This is in not as good a shape. I'm going to call it a KG2, I think. I don't think I see Vermont on there. I think I see Georges. Ow. Got a horsefly on me. But I'll take it. Awesome coin. I'll get you cleaned up shot in a minute. On to the next.